I have no idea what is gonna happen with this house. High stakes, high emotions.
Love everything about your offer except the number.
We are under negotiations right now. I feel like we have to ground ourselves.
I didn't think we'd get there, to be honest.
I didn't either. Oh. Okay.
All right, let me rewrite it and I'll send it off.
Did we get the house? Did we really? Wait, what happened?
My gosh, not me going to like start this vlog and being exhausted. But hi guys, how's it going? Real quick and very unrelated, I treated myself to this Free People movement set that I've been eyeing, and I got it in today, and I can already tell I'm gonna be wearing it at least 3 to 4 times before putting it through the wash. I'll try to remember to put it on my Shop My because this is a favorite. But we are back, baby. We are back with another vlog where I'm starting it and I don't know how it's gonna end. This feels very deja vu, actually. Let me get cozy. So here's the situation. I like recording myself before I know what's gonna be happening because there are a lot of thoughts along this process of buying a house with every single house that we've put an offer on. I'll wait till my neighbor leaves because I don't know if she thinks or knows that I'm inside this car right now, and I would really prefer her to not know that I'm filming in this car right now. Okay, now that it's just you and me. So yeah, I'm gonna give you the rundown. In this moment, I have no idea what is gonna happen with this house, but that's the fun of it, isn't it? I feel like it's more fun for you guys who might know what actually happens versus me right now. So the previous house fell through, like officially fell through. I was delulu, and I don't regret being delulu about that house and how it was gonna come back to me. There were a lot of signs. As you guys know, I'm a big signs girl, and there were a lot of them, so I think that was very confusing. But you know what it's giving? When we went for our first embryo transfer, okay, the night before we knew we were going to test, I pulled up behind a car at a stoplight or something, and the license plate was Mac Mom, or like Mom Mac, something like that. So clearly, boom, hit me in the face as far as a sign goes. Like, Mac, you're gonna be a mom. I took that as a slap in the face sign that this embryo transfer, the first one that we did, was going to work out. After said embryo transfer didn't work out, it was very confusing. But to me, knowing obviously that the second embryo transfer did work out, I look back at that sign and it feels like it was the universe, whatever you believe in, angels, whatever, telling me that even though they knew it wasn't going to work out, it will eventually. Like, don't worry, we've got you. This isn't going to, but it will. That's the vibes that I was getting looking back at it. So knowing all of the freaking signs that were leading us to the house that we just officially lost out on, it's giving that. It's giving that, hey, I know you feel really strongly about this one, but don't worry, we've got you, because the next one, or just something soon after, or eventually, will work out. So call me cuckoo, call me crazy, but that's the vibes I'm going off of. Now let's talk about this house. We officially have put in an offer on our 4th house, and the vibes, I don't know about the vibes. So you guys tell me what you think about the vibes, okay? And how this house came about is actually pretty scrappy. It's kind of fun. So our realtor works at a group. She's not independent, she's at a group, and that realty group really works together. If they have a property coming up, they kind of circulate it around the office, see if there are any buyers around the office, they split commissions, like that type of vibe. And another realtor within that group had a house go under contract and happened to, by talking to some of the neighbors around and introducing that family that is under contract to kind of people in the neighborhood, organically found out that somebody in that neighborhood was also looking to sell their house, but they were really disinterested in putting it on the market. So they wanted to do a for sale by owner, which for buyers could be a really great situation. There might not be as much competition, like 20 offers on a house and slim pickings that you get it. But because it's for sale by owner, it's kind of loosey-goosey. Like, it's very word of mouth. The disclosures are still being written up, like things like that along the process, which honestly for me, it feels a lot more chill than what we've been dealing with. But there's pros and cons, you know? But that other realtor that kind of sniffed out the situation sent the house to our realtor, our direct realtor, knowing that we love that style of house. So we feel like we've got a lot of people looking out for us, which is really awesome, and thinking of us when like little things are being sniffed out, and even if something's not on the market. But she sends me the photos, a little bit about it, and at first glance I'm just not really sure. I'll go see any house, but honestly I'm not really that sure, because you guys know that we've been looking at houses kind of in the 50s era or even older than that. I just love that character. It's my style. It's not everybody's, but I really like it. And there are a lot of homes around here, luckily, in Maine that are on the older side that just carry such beautiful historic charm. But this house was built in the 80s, and from what I've been gathering and all the knowledge that I've been gaining over the process, the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, like it can be hit or miss. I don't know if you guys have been hearing just all the hubbub about newer construction, especially nowadays, and just like how awful it can be. It doesn't mean there aren't gems. It doesn't mean all houses within these time periods are like stick houses and could fall down around you, but it's definitely more of a toss-up than it was back in the olden days in like the 50s or older, where they use really quality materials in their house builds. So not only could it be a hit or miss as far as like the quality and the structure and stuff of the house, but also I just love that charm. So I look at it and I'm like, oh, I don't know, it is the style I like. It's not a complete no necessarily, but Jack looks at the pictures and he's like, oh my gosh, look at this and look at that and blah blah. And I was like, okay, let me go see it. And they happened to have an opening that very next early afternoon. So while Annie was napping, I went over there, walked through the house, and I was on the phone with my mom driving through the area, and I audibly go, oh no, it's too cute. It was really freaking cute. Like driving by the house, I was like, frick. My cheeks started doing this thing. Like when I get really anxious, my cheeks like tingle a lot. And I knew in that moment that I was gonna be dug down that house offering rabbit hole again, right when I saw the front of that house. I went into the home, and honestly, it was as I expected from the photos, and I left the home really wanting my realtor and my parents to come see it. People who have been in a lot more houses than me, that know a lot more, and can tell me that, yeah, this house is not built from sticks. It's not gonna crumble around you. It's actually pretty good quality, and you should probably jump on it. Like, I needed people with more knowledge to come and see it physically. So they were able to get us in for another showing the next day, and everyone could come. My realtor, my parents, me, Jack, and Annie got to come and see it, and everybody left that house being like, this is a really great option. And so that really helped me to visualize things, let myself get excited about it. And also with my mom, you guys know that she's restored a couple of houses, including one from the 1800s that has a lot of charm. And my number one question for me that was wavering is, can we introduce good energy, my style, some more charm back into the space? Like, are the bones there enough for us to kind of take the contemporariness of the house down a little bit and introduce the stuff that I really, really like? And she was more than confident that we could do that. And she started talking to me about different things with the floors and different things with molding, curtains, like things that could really just get ourselves into the space and things that we could just do over time. And by the time we drove home, I got to talk to Jack a little bit, call my parents as they were driving home. I texted my realtor and I was like, yep, we're definitely gonna do it, get it all drafted up. And I just had to call our mortgage guy that we've been working with for all of these houses on exactly what the numbers would look like. And then I could tell her and she would send it off and we could hope for the best. And so that's where we're at. The offer, let me see, I texted my realtor this morning to confirm that she did indeed send in the offer, because everything was signed and everything. I just never got the like, yep, sent off right now, blah, blah, blah. I texted her this morning. I said, good morning, confirming the offer was officially submitted last night and wondering what time tonight is the deadline. And I said, so I know how long I have to drive myself crazy today. And she said, LOL. The offer was submitted late yesterday afternoon, so fantastic. The seller's broker sister, so they don't officially have like their official broker, but they have a family member that's just kind of guiding them through it, so it can still be off market. But she confirmed receipt early evening and said that she would get back in touch this morning. We have given them an 8 p.m. deadline today, and as I'm speaking to you, it is 1:50 and I've heard nothing. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. I followed up saying that we had our inspector on standby for next Tuesday, which is fantastic. That's something that's really great for them to know, is that we can move pretty fast so that we don't drag them along within a contract or within a process. But we also let them know that we're not in a super rush to like officially close or get in, so they could take as much time as they need to get out of the house. And she said, so now we wait and we wait and we wait, ... So, now I'm in my own head reading that out loud. Like, she would get back to us in the morning. Maybe she means, what does she mean by that? She would be back in touch this morning. So she'd be back in touch with our realtor this morning. We haven't heard anything, but we did give them an 8 p.m. deadline. So they might just be taking that time, discussing it, whatever. But this is such a mind game. Such a mind game. My mom texted me this morning and asked like, what are the vibes? What's the feeling? Do you feel good about it? And it's just like, this being our fourth offer at this point, I want to feel good. Like, I want to think that, yeah, we put in a really solid offer. It's off market. We know there's not 20 people submitting offers. We don't know exactly the amount. We know that one other person was interested at the time that we submitted, so we wanted to get our offer in sooner rather than later. But that's all the information that we can go off of. That's all the information we can know. But it's just so hard. I think I just am not letting myself get to a point of excitement, maybe, after a few different ones falling through and a few that we were really confident that we might get, and it still didn't work out. I'm like, wow. You really, I don't know. It's just so tough out here. I would ask Jack on camera how he's feeling about this, but he is so drowning in work right now. It's so busy. It's such a busy time at work that he probably hasn't thought about this at all. Like, when I told him that the offer was submitted yesterday, he was like, oh, that was so fast. Like, what the heck? He obviously knew the amount and like all the terms and stuff that we were comfortable with going into it, but he's just been so heads down on work. And I've been so heads down on this. It's been very divide and conquer on these efforts in our house. Oh, my realtor's calling. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
I just had a conversation with the sister.
Yeah.
And they love everything about your offer except the number.
Okay.
They love you. They fall in love with your family. They love the story. They love your little girl. They want a house, another family to raise their family there, like over there. Their whole reason for not putting it on the market was they wanted to stay private. And for months they've said, you know, we don't want to go on the market. We don't want to go on the market.
Yeah.
When they got your number, they're like, well, maybe we should go on the market because they want.
Holy shnikes.
And I said, well, and she said, did you know that? And I said, no, the numbers we got were And it was based on that we made the offer we did. And I said, I have to tell you, these kids are stretching with every inch to make, to get into the house.
Yeah.
I think where we are is you need to counter. I want you guys to think hard about that.
Yep, okay. That's really sweet, and I love all the context, and I appreciate that. But let me just double check with my dad, and I'll call you right back.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. It's literally like 5 minutes later. I'm in between different calls right now, talking to the mortgage guy, talking to my parents, what their thoughts are. I feel like we have to ground ourselves in these moments. In this moment, I have to ground myself because it's like high stakes. It feels like high stakes, high emotions, but we have to be so realistic about what this means as far as like what we can stretch to, what we're comfortable stretching to, what the reality is of us stretching, because whatever we come back with, whatever we can do to meet what they're asking is what we have to live with. And so to remind myself of that is very important. Jack is heads down in urgent calls at work right now. My dad's in heads down in urgent calls at work right now. I'm heads down in urgent calls for the house right now. So it's crazy. Those are the vibes right now. Dad's on an urgent call, like I said. He can call me in 15. I just ran a couple other numbers scenarios with our mortgage guy to really get a handle on it. It's kind of nice, like now that I have time and I'm waiting for my dad to call me back. It is, this is the upside of a private sale, is that it feels personal, and that can be like an upside or a downside, but knowing that they read our letter, they saw the photos I put in the letter, like I really put my heart and soul into that letter, you guys, and in my realtor's words, they have fallen in love with our family and they want to make it work. It just feels a little more collaborative and less, I don't know, like less stark or less impersonal, but that also comes with just like, it feels personal. Like we both want to make this work, but yeah. Oh, it's hard. I feel like I should meditate or something, my lord. Update. It's been another 10 to 15 minutes. We're doing what we can, staying realistic, trying to stay grounded, but talked to my parents, got their take. I agree with their take. Talked to my realtor, portrayed that information, and we're gonna go back with a second number. It can't meet what they're asking for, but I'm hoping, since this is a private sale, we really want to work with them. They seem to want to work with us, like what can we do type of thing. It's just so hard. It's hard not to get wrapped up emotionally in it, obviously. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to just put ourselves in a hole to get a house. But it's just what's happening right now. So she's talking to their realtor family person that's just like helping them along with the process right now, giving them that info, and we'll see what they end up coming back with. Hey, bub.
Yeah.
I know that you are super heads down on work and it is really, really crazy right now, but I just need to clue you in.
Okay.
That we are under negotiations right now.
Okay. What did they come back with?
They came back.
Wait, like, did they accept it?
No, but they want to work with us. Yeah.
Sweet.
So like, I don't know, because their number they came back with is like, we couldn't do that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they didn't want to list it on the market because they want it to go to a family. Like that's important to them.
That's important to them.
But they just can't go as low as what we went in with.
Okay, that makes sense.
So cross your fingers. We're going back and forth a little bit right now.
That's so cool. I'm excited that they want to work with us.
Yep. So this afternoon's gonna be a little crazy. Annie might get some extra movie time. What?
How you feeling?
My cheeks are numb. Cortisol is pulsing through my veins.
That just means you're on alert, fight or flight.
Exactly. Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
So I spoke to her your revised offer.
Okay.
Here's where they are.
Yeah.
You got a pencil because you're going to need to write this one down.
Let me get my notes out.
So they will meet you with the following conditions.
Okay.
1,
What does that mean? Okay.
if you don't like it, you can get out.
We can still get out.
Is
Okay.
correct.
Number 2. Yep, that sounds good. And then what else?
That's it.
Oh my.
That's it.
Holy shit.
Chat with Jack. We've got a little bit of time. I will make these changes in the contract.
I'm 99% sure that this is a go. I just want to bounce it off.
I didn't think we'd get there, to be honest.
I didn't either. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you so much. I will be in touch shortly. I gotta feed Annie. Where's the medium strainer? Okay, let's call my parents and hope Annie is okay with that.
What do you want now?
I want a house, Dad.
Mac, say that again, Mac.
Okay, so Mom, they will meet us with two things.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable with that. If it sounds all good, like there's nothing like, oh, you would just lose this or what. Like I expect we'd lose the inspection fee.
Mama.
I expect we'd lose whatever. She's gonna make those changes to the contract.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Hi there.
Hey, so just one question. What do we lose us? What do we lose if we do end up?
Nothing. You get your earnest money back.
Okay.
All right. Let me rewrite it and I'll send it off. You're welcome. I'll let you know when we're under.
Okay, sounds good.
Papa Pig.
We're gonna get a house. Are we gonna get a house?
A fish eye.
You wanna call Nana?
Yes.
Okay.
Reporting on the vulnerabilities inside of the AWS environment.
And show me your princess cat.
And so the process for that, Debbie also means,
Hey, Bob.
yes. Did we get the house?
Did we really? Wait, what happened? I feel like we entered negotiations and then we got the house. Well, did they meet us or did we go up?
Hugging.
We're hugging. Honey, you can have a home. You can have a home. Come here, honey. What happened? When did you find out?
Like,
You've been sitting on it.
well,
You've been letting me suffer in corporate America.
you gotta pay for the house somehow.
Oh my gosh. We have a house with a yard.
Yeah.
And it's a good house.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
We have the house.
Holy smokes.
Hey.
Yes,
Kisses.
Come here. You want a kiss? That's a Sharpie. We're gonna take that.
They met us at our price.
They met us at our price. You are the master negotiator.
I take zero credit. Come here, baby.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
We have a house.
Baba.
Honey,
We're
you
gonna
have
get
a house.
Woo! Annie just went down for a nap and I just sat down to grind on work and saw an email that we are officially fully approved for our loan for our house. We're fully approved. Milestones completed. Application, processing, underwriting, conditional approval, final approval. Those are all completed.
That's so sick.
Pending, milestones pending are just two things. Closing and the funding.
Oh. We got it. We got it.
It is so crazy because I literally just stopped a clip of me putting an update on the previous house that we lost out on, the one right before this one. And then I turned it back on to do an update about this house, the one that our offer was accepted on. Life is so ridiculous. Like, it's like laughing at me. I can feel life laughing at me sometimes because I was so sad about that house. I felt like it was the one that got away. And don't get me wrong, I will be thinking about that house because of just everything that it taught me and all the lessons I learned and all of that for probably my entire life. I'll always think of that house. But it just makes so much sense now. Like everyone says, it makes sense why all these other houses didn't work out once you have the house that you ended up getting. Like, for so many reasons. And you just have to trust. You just have to trust the timing, trust the process, and I am not good at that. Not good at that at all. So a quick update of everything that has happened since the last clip I filmed, which I'm trying to remember what it is. But if I miss any gaps, please leave the comments down below. I will absolutely answer them. So the offer was accepted. And then the next step was to just sign the offer. And so we signed it, of course, but then I have a friend who had their offer accepted. They signed it, sent it back over to the sellers to sign, and just didn't hear for a while. And it turns out they had an offer come in right in between that time window that was better and they wanted to go with it, and they did. So anything could have happened in between that signing, and I was stressed. But they did sign it. They did. At 8 p.m. they signed it. I was so excited. I had a huge sigh of relief. But then, as you guys know, the last house that we got our offer accepted on, the only other house that we ever got our offer accepted on, we pulled out during inspection because there was just a lot of skeletons in the closet. Too many for us to be comfortable to go forward, so we pulled out. So I was a little nervous for this inspection. I think I was more nervous kind of leading up to it, thinking about it as like the next step and what happened with the last one. But if I'm being completely honest, there was so much peace around it. I was like, oh man, this is a big step. But I just knew that it was gonna be fine. Like, it's definitely the age of this home. It's 80s versus, I think the original house in the last one was like from the 1800s, and then they added on to it or whatever. So I felt so much better that this one didn't have as many skeletons, or the skeletons were going to be very minor, you know? But the inspection went so good. It went so good. We just had a few questions for the owners after, and they answered them, so we moved forward, which that was crazy. But then all within here, I won't get into like the really boring details, but the mortgage company, they need so many things, rightfully so. They're lending some dollars for sure, and they need to make sure of a lot of stuff. But I was shocked that at a certain point they didn't ask for Hippo, like our cat's vet records. Like genuinely, the amount of paperwork that we had to hunt down, gather ourselves, pull from all of these different like accounts, which we don't even have like a vast number of accounts, but the amount of statements and like, oh my goodness gracious, it was wild. And that just took a lot of time. Hunting for insurance, like home insurance and all of that stuff, just really, really crazy. And so we were really moonlighting everything. I would get up before Annie got up to do either work that I would usually do during her nap or house stuff then, so that I could like switch off vice versa. So I got up before her, then nap time was dedicated to whatever I needed to do, and then after bedtime, we just got in a groove of absolute grinding during this period of time. But with this one, we had 30 days to close, not 2 weeks. I would never recommend a 2-week close date unless it really is something the sellers want, you know, like if that could get you more competitive. But oh gosh, I would never do that again if I didn't have to. That was on the other house. That was crazy. So 30 days has felt like a breeze and a half. Busy, but very, very doable. The only kind of hiccup and like time crunch type of thing in there for us is that we had planned this trip to Universal for Annie's second birthday / just like a family vacation in general back in May, I want to say. And so if we could help it, we were not going to cancel that just because of everything that was going on if we could help it. So we checked in with everybody, mortgage people, our realtor, everything, just telling them when the trip was and if there was like anything we could do before the trip and just get it all squared away. So the week before the trip was kind of crazy trying to do that, but we did it. We got it done. And now the only thing left to do is close. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's so crazy. We have our closing date tomorrow. We close on a home tomorrow. I just got full body chills thinking about that. I saw this quote online, and I'm gonna butcher it, but essentially it said, you might not have everything that you want or that you're wishing for right now, but you do have everything that you wanted 3 years ago. That totally gets me choked up because we just got back from Universal with our daughter, and the last time that Jack and I went to Universal, we had just failed our 3rd IUI and we were gearing up for IVF and we were devastated. We booked the trip when we felt like we had nothing to look forward to. Everything was going so wrong and we didn't have answers and we were lost. We were lost and we had put our life on hold for so long, just chasing our ability and our dream to start a family. And so that was the last trip we took to the parks, to Universal, and that was in 2022, and now it's 2025 and it's 3 years later, and we got to walk the parks and take photos in the places that we took photos, just us, and then we got to go back and take them with Annie. And I was just like, pinch me. Like the entire trip I was like, pinch me. I can't believe I'm in Diagon Alley. I can't believe I'm in Hogsmeade, like with my daughter, when the last time I was here it was to escape the reality and our sadness that had consumed everything in our lives, and now we are here with our baby. Like, that's crazy. But also, I'm now sitting here talking about closing on a home tomorrow, which felt so out of reach for us 3 years ago when we realized, one, the market was in the tank, like absolutely in the tank. We were like, oh, when we were looking at houses back in 2019, we thought we could afford those because we could. And then all of a sudden rose our heads above to like look at what was available 3 years ago, and we were like, yeah, not possible. Like we're just gonna go down, because we had so much expense surrounding IVF and starting our family that it just, between the market but also just everything going on in our personal lives, we were like, okay, we'll just put a pause on that house, I guess, you know, like that's just not possible. And now I sit here today and we just got back from Universal with our miracle IVF daughter, and we're closing on a house tomorrow. I may not have everything that I want currently, like things that we just are always striving for or working for, but I do have everything that I wanted 3 years ago. So just gotta trust in that timing, you know? Oh my gosh, it really is crazy. It really is crazy. Hi Papa, hi Annie. Hi. That can be your room too if you want. It's a little smaller. I don't know if you'll enjoy it. That one's hers. Look, final walkthrough. Are you ready to move to the burbs? Oh my goodness. Oh, I think we have a houseboat. Yeah.
Is that it?
Not quite yet. Hold on.
Ready? Smile.
One. Hi. Oh, thank you.